Archangel Michael says, the battle over your destiny just shifted, but what you do next will decide who wins. My beloved child, the night may look calm around you, but something huge is moving in the unseen realm. Something that has been waiting for the perfect moment to reach you. And that moment is right now. As you hear these words, a shift is happening, a rip in the invisible battlefield where your destiny has always been the prize. And Archangel Michael, the one who stands with a sword of light, has just stepped forward with a message that refuses to stay silent. Today's title is not just a title. It is a warning, a revelation, and a doorway. Archangel Michael says the battle over your destiny just shifted, but what you do next will decide who wins. And what you're about to hear will change the way you see your life, your struggles, and the power inside you. The story begins not with chaos, but with a whisper. A strange tension fills the air, like the moment before a storm breaks open. You may not see it, but you have felt it. Those quiet moments where your heart tightens, where your mind feels pulled between two worlds, where your future feels blurry and something heavy tries to sit on your spirit. Those moments were not random. They were signs. They were early tremors from the battlefield that has now erupted in full force. But today something shifted. Something snapped. A new force entered. And Archangel Michael, the warrior who has never lost a battle, has taken position beside you. Not because things are easy now, but because the fight for your destiny has become louder than ever. You may wonder why someone living an ordinary life would attract such a powerful presence. But listen closely. Your destiny is anything but ordinary. There is something inside you, something rare, something that threatens the darkness itself. That is why the battle is so fierce. That is why this moment matters more than you realize. Michael's message begins with a vision, a path stretching out in front of you. On one side, shadows whisper doubt, fear, confusion, and exhaustion. On the other side, a fierce beam of light cuts through every lie ever spoken against you. And right in the middle stands you. Not the tired version of you, not the discouraged version of you, but the you who still has fire left, even when you don't feel it. This chapter of your life wasn't supposed to break you. It was supposed to wake you. The shift that just took place wasn't meant to scare you. It was meant to reveal the truth. The enemy fought harder because you were getting closer. Closer to breakthrough. Closer to clarity. Closer to the destiny that has your name carved into it. Michael is not coming to rescue you from the fight. He is coming to strengthen you for the victory. And now he speaks. The battle over your destiny just shifted. But what you do next will decide who wins. These words are not a threat. They are a call to rise, a call to choose, a call to stand in the space where your future is born. Because the unseen realm is watching your next move. Will you take a step forward even if it shakes you? Will you refuse to let the past define you? Will you stay silent when your light is needed? Or will you, finally, step into the identity that darkness tried to bury? Michael is handing you a moment of decision, a moment powerful enough to bend the future. And he knows something you don't know yet. You are stronger than the storm chasing you. Right now, the energies around you are rearranging themselves. Some connections are falling away. Some opportunities are being redirected. Some doors are closing because bigger ones are being built. Don't panic when things shift suddenly. The battlefield always changes right before victory. There are spiritual forces that wanted you to break today, but you didn't. And that alone has already changed the outcome of this war. Michael sees the attacks that were sent to wear down your mind. He sees the confusion that tried to choke your clarity. He sees the heaviness that tried to sit on your chest every morning. And now he steps in, not to end the battle instantly, but to give you the strength, the wisdom, and the courage to win it. Because destiny isn't given. Destiny is chosen. And you are standing at the exact place where your choice matters more than anything. The next words Michael speaks echo like thunder in a quiet room. Your destiny has shifted in your favor, but the enemy will push harder for a moment. Do not retreat. Stand. This is your turning point. This is your signal. This is the moment where the entire universe leans in, waiting to see if you will take the step that only you can take. Everything happening around you is not a sign of defeat. It is the trembling of the enemy who knows he is losing his grip on your life. And now, the only question that remains is, what will you do next? Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. My beloved child, something inside you may already be stirring, like a quiet vibration under your ribs that you can't explain. It feels almost like the moment before a powerful truth reaches the surface. That's because what Archangel Michael has begun revealing is not just information. It is activation. The shift that took place around your destiny wasn't subtle. It was a break in the spiritual atmosphere, a loud tearing in the unseen that happened the moment you aligned even slightly with your calling, whether you realized it or not. And now, the energy around your life is more charged, more sensitive, more reactive than before. When destiny shifts, the air changes. The weight of moments changes. Even the silence feels different. The battle surrounding you is no longer the same battle you faced months ago or even weeks ago. Something crossed over. Something pushed through. Something refused to let the darkness have the final say. And now, Michael stands beside you, not in whisper, not in subtlety, but like a warrior who has walked straight from the front line with fire on his armor and purpose in his voice. His presence carries warning, but it also carries reassurance, because if Michael is here, then your life is not small. Your calling is not small. Your impact is not small. You were never meant to live unnoticed. The universe has been waiting for you to step forward, and now that you're close to rising, the forces against you tremble with fear disguised as resistance. You may have felt strange pressure recently, moments where nothing made sense, where people around you acted differently, where opportunities you thought were secure suddenly slipped or paused or rearranged themselves. You might have questioned your path. You might have wondered if something was wrong with you. But the truth is the opposite. The pressure was not a sign of failure. It was the sign of awakening. The kind of awakening that happens right before someone steps into the version of themselves that destiny has been shaping in secret. Michael speaks again, and his words hit the soul like a pulse of heat. The enemy targeted your mind because your mind decides your direction. The enemy clouded your emotions because your emotions decide your pace. And the enemy strained your relationships because your relationships decide your environment. But nothing he used was enough to stop you. You are still here. These words are not soft. They are fierce. They are cutting. They are the truth spoken with the authority of someone who has watched your entire journey unfold from above. You have been fighting invisible battles you didn't even realize were battles. Every time you got back up when you felt empty, light pushed back darkness. Every time you tried one more time, even when you didn't feel strength, the realm of light saw it. Every time you kept going, even quietly, angels took notice. And now, Michael steps closer, and the atmosphere shifts again. His voice deepens. The turning point is here. But turning points require action. What you do next will determine whether the shift becomes breakthrough or breakdown. You must choose movement over fear. You must choose clarity over confusion. You must choose faith over everything inside you that demands proof. These are not gentle instructions. These are marching orders. Because destiny is not passive. Destiny is direction. Destiny is decision. Destiny is movement. And the moment you move, even one step, the enemy loses ground he desperately wants to keep. A powerful tension enters your story now, a kind of spiritual cliffhanger. You are standing between two forces, and both believe they can win. The darkness believes it can stall you one more time. The light knows that if you take this next step, your life will undergo a transformation it cannot be undone. This is why Archangel Michael appeared now, at this exact point in your journey. Because he knows that what comes next for you is not small, not casual, not ordinary. It is monumental. And monumental moments require monumental courage. But here's the truth that may shock you. The enemy is not attacking your weakness. He is attacking your strength. He is attacking what you carry. He is attacking what you are becoming. He is attacking the destiny that scares him. People don't throw stones at empty fields. They throw stones at trees heavy with fruit. And your life is heavy with destiny. Heavy with purpose. Heavy with the kind of light that exposes deception. That is why you were targeted. That is why pressure increased. That is why confusion tried to settle on your mind like fog. Because you are approaching a breakthrough that will make the enemy regret ever touching your life. Michael's presence intensifies, and he declares, "You are not alone in this battle, but you must stand. You must speak. You must step." His words carry urgency, not panic, but urgency. Because moments like these don't come often. Destinies don't shift every day. Spiritual timelines don't rearrange for just anyone. This is a once-in-a-lifetime season, and the forces of light are fully aware of what is at stake. Right now, your life is like a hallway with doors shaking, hinges rattling, as if something enormous is trying to break through. And the truth is something meant for you, something long delayed, something long prepared, something that carries your future inside it. But for that door to open, you must refuse to turn back. You must refuse to shrink. You must refuse to let fear decide. Michael pauses, then adds one more instruction. Speak your yes. Even if your voice trembles. That single yes has power. That yes tells the universe that you choose your calling. That yes tells the darkness that you refuse to surrender. That yes tells the angels to step forward and clear the path for the destiny that belongs to you. And now, before the next revelation unfolds, one request remains. If this message reaches you deeply, share it, comment on it, and subscribe. Your engagement pushes this message to the ones who are fighting silent battles just like you. This story becomes their lifeline because of you. Something much bigger is coming. Something you're not ready for, but you will be. Don't skip. My beloved child, the air around you feels different now, almost charged with a quiet thunder that hasn't yet broken open. It's the kind of atmosphere that appears only when destiny is moving, when the invisible realm leans in, when the future begins whispering louder than the past. You may not realize it fully, but something inside you is awakening, slowly, steadily, unmistakably. And Archangel Michael stands near you like a guardian who refuses to let your purpose slip into the shadows again. The energy surrounding your life has started shifting faster, almost like the turning of a great wheel that had been still for too long. You might have felt it in unexpected ways, sudden emotions rising without explanation, moments of clarity flashing like tiny sparks, dreams that felt a little too real, intuitive nudges that had weight to them. These signals weren't random. They were signs that the spiritual tide around you is changing. And when tides change, destinies rise. Michael watches you with fierce attentiveness, as if he already knows the strength you're about to step into. And in his presence, something becomes clear. You were never fighting small battles. Every struggle you faced was tied to something bigger than you could see. Your breakthroughs, your healing, your voice, your gifts. These things threatened the realm of darkness more than you ever imagined. That's why the pressure increased. That's why the journey felt harder than it should have. That's why your soul felt like it was pushing through invisible walls. You weren't being punished. You were being refined. Michael speaks again, and his words echo like a blade of light cutting through uncertainty. Your destiny carries influence. Your future carries weight. What you become will shift the atmosphere for others. That is why darkness fought you, and that is why I stand here now. His message is not gentle because your calling is not gentle. Your calling disrupts darkness. Your calling lifts people who have been crushed. Your calling realigns what has been broken, and the universe needs you awake for that. But here's the truth you must grasp. The shift that took place earlier wasn't the end of the battle. It was the beginning of a new phase, one where you are no longer just surviving, but rising. And rising requires clarity. Rising requires courage. Rising requires a willingness to step into the version of yourself that destiny wrote for you long before the world tried to shape you into someone smaller. The unseen realm is watching closely now, because your next choices will carve the path ahead. Every step you take is either toward your divine purpose or away from it. And Archangel Michael is determined to guide you into the life that was always meant to be yours. He says, "Do not let your heart be swayed by fear or by the voices that tried to shrink you. You are crossing into a season where you must choose your truth even when doubt tries to whisper louder." At this moment, the battlefield surrounding your life begins to unfold before you, not with violence, but with clarity. You see the shadows that once tried to convince you that you were not enough. You see the emotional storms that tried to break your hope. You see the past pain that tried to shape your identity. And alongside them, you see the light, radiant, steadfast, unshaken, waiting for you to claim what belongs to you. The tension between these two realms isn't here to scare you. It's here to show you the truth. You are not powerless. You are not lost. You are not broken beyond repair. You are transitioning from survival to purpose. And right now, purpose is pulling you forward like a gravitational force. Michael steps closer, and his words vibrate through the atmosphere. You have cried in silence. You have carried burdens that no one saw. You have walked through shadows that left marks on your soul. But every scar you carry is now becoming a weapon. What once weakened you is now becoming your strength. What once silenced you is now becoming your voice. And what once hurt you is now becoming your authority. This declaration isn't poetic, it is prophetic. Because the pain you endured wasn't wasted. Every tear planted something. Every struggle taught resilience. Every heartbreak sharpened your spirit. And it doesn't choose the undead. Destiny chooses the ones who walked through fire and came out glowing. You may have wondered why you kept surviving situations that should have broken you. The answer is simple, because your story is not finished. Your purpose refused to die, and the angels assigned to your life refused to let the darkness win. As this truth settles within you, another revelation rises. There is something coming toward you, something big, something rare, something meant only for you. But it will require you to keep going. It will require you to trust even when the path feels shaky. It will require you to stand firm while the shift completes. Michael's voice deepens with urgency. Though not fear, do not retreat. Do not shrink. Do not let hesitation steal your destiny. You have more power than you know, and the universe is aligning to reveal what belongs to you. Step forward, like your intention known. The moment you commit, the realm of light will respond, and then the atmosphere softens, as if giving you room to breathe, to process, to rise. You may not feel fully ready, but readiness isn't required. Willingness is. Before the next surge of revelation unfolds, pause for a moment. If this message speaks to your spirit, share it so it can reach someone whose heart is breaking right now. Leave a comment to anchor your intention. Subscribe so you never miss another divine message meant to guide you forward. You are not just listening. You are aligning. You are stepping into the story written for you long before the world tried to define you. Something enormous is approaching, and what happens next will shake the ground beneath your destiny. Stay till the end. My beloved child, there comes a moment in every great story where the world holds its breath, where time seems to stretch, where the air becomes so still that even your heartbeat feels like a signal. You are standing inside that moment right now. Nothing around you is happening by accident. Nothing within you is stirring without purpose. Every emotion, every thought, every sudden shift in your life is part of a larger pattern that is finally revealing itself. And Archangel Michael is closer than ever, watching with the steady intensity of a warrior who knows the weight of what you're about to step into. You might feel a strange mix of anticipation and uncertainty. Part of you senses something powerful approaching, yet another part of you is unsure if you are ready for it. A tension you feel is not weakness, it is alignment. It is the mark of someone standing in the doorway of their destiny, someone on the brink of a revelation that could rewrite their future. When souls stand at that threshold, the universe feels it. The angels feel it. Even the darkness feels it. And that is why the atmosphere around you has been stirring like a silent storm preparing to break open. Michael's presence rises beside you like a flame-catching wind, and his voice carries a new intensity, one that demands your full attention. You have been wandering through seasons that felt endless. You have been questioning paths that seemed unclear. But now the mist is lifting. The truth is stepping forward. And you are about to see why the battle over your destiny grew so fierce. His words arrive like light cutting through fog, revealing what has been hidden behind your confusion, your delays, and your struggles. The enemy never fought you because you were weak. He fought you because you were chosen. He fought you because your voice terrifies him. He fought you because your future, your true future, has the power to undo the darkness you survived. And now, as the shift in the unseen realm settles into place, the enemy is panicking. Because you are no longer standing at the edge of your destiny, you are stepping into it. You may have noticed certain things recently. People pulling away, doors closing without explanation, certain plans falling apart, old habits losing their grip, emotions rising out of nowhere. To the human eye, these things look messy, inconvenient, even painful. But in the spiritual realm, these are signs of rearrangement. These are signs that the universe is clearing space for something your old life could not hold. Michael whispers with certainty, what is leaving your life is making room for what is coming. Do not cling to what is falling away. Let it go. You are leveling up. This leveling up isn't gentle. It rarely is. Growth often feels like loss before it feels like expansion. Transformation often feels like breaking before it feels like becoming. But underneath it all, your destiny is pulsing, waiting for you to trust what you cannot yet see. And Michael stands as your reminder that you are not stepping into this alone. The same angel who has battled on your behalf is now guiding you into the identity you were meant to embody. Then the atmosphere tightens, and Michael reveals something deeper. A decision is approaching, one that carries more power than you realize. It will not look dramatic on the surface, but it will shift the entire trajectory of your life. Do not choose out of fear. Choose out of truth. His message is a warning wrapped in wisdom. You are about to face a crossroads that will feel subtle, almost ordinary, but the impact will be extraordinary. This is why clarity is rising within you. This is why your intuition is sharpening. This is why your soul feels like it is waking up. The battle around you is not random. It is strategic. And your victory will also be strategic. Michael continues, you are not being prepared for a small blessing. You are being prepared for a divine alignment. These words carry weight, the kind of weight that settles into your chest and demands to be taken seriously. What is coming isn't temporary. What is coming isn't fragile. What is coming is a long-awaited shift, a long-delayed promise, a long-hidden destiny stepping into the light. But you must stay steady. You must stay awake. You must stay committed to your rise, even when emotions try to distract you, even when shadows try to echo old lies, even when fear tries to whisper that you are not ready. The truth is, you were born ready. Your spirit has been preparing for this for longer than you know. Your next step is not just movement. It is declaration. It tells the universe which direction you choose. It tells the angels how to guide you. It tells the darkness that you refuse to bow. Michael's voice sharpens with purpose. Say yes to your calling. Say yes even if you do not know the full path. Say yes even if you feel the weight. Your yes is the key. And now, before the divine twist in your story unfolds, he gives you one more instruction, not for your destiny, but for the world. Share this message. Let it reach the ones still trapped in their silent battles. Comment to claim your rise. Subscribe so you remain aligned with every revelation meant for you. These actions may seem simple, but they are signals to the universe that you are stepping out of passiveness and into intention. The shift is happening. The moment is approaching. And the next revelation will not just shake you, it will transform you. Stay till the end. Something huge is coming. My beloved child, the ground beneath your spirit feels as though it's vibrating, almost as if the universe itself is humming with a revelation trying to reach you. You are not imagining it. You are not overthinking it. This intensity you feel rising inside you is the signal that you are walking into the center of a destiny that once felt distant, blurry, or unreachable. And Archangel Michael has moved even closer, his presence surrounding you with a fierce kind of calm, the calm that comes right before a divine unveiling. There is a sacred pressure building around your life, not the kind that crushes you, but the kind that shapes diamonds. You have been walking through emotional fire, through moments where you questioned your strength, your purpose, your path. But now the truth is breaking through. None of it was meant to destroy you. Every battle carved something powerful into your soul. Every moment of confusion sharpened your intuition. Every tear watered the soil of the destiny you're stepping into now. And Michael watches with the eyes of someone who has seen the end of your story and knows it ends in victory. Layers of you are falling away, layers you didn't even know you were carrying, old fears, old beliefs, old versions of yourself that no longer fit the magnitude of where you're going. It may feel uncomfortable, but transformation always does. The darkness tried to convince you that your struggles were evidence of weakness, but Michael reveals the truth. Your struggles are evidence of your calling. They are proof that you were being shaped, strengthened, prepared for a moment such as this. Then his voice rises. steady and carved with purpose. The shift did not happen around you. It happened for you. And now, everything that once worked against you will start working for you. These words aren't just comforting. They are prophetic. They hint at a divine reversal, a turning of the tide that will make sense of the pain you once couldn't understand. There is a momentum building in the unseen realm, and you are at the center of it. Imagine a large wheel that has been stuck for years. Pushing it felt impossible. Moving it an inch felt exhausting. But then something clicks. Something loosens. And suddenly the wheel begins turning with a power greater than your effort. That's where your life is right now. The resistance you felt wasn't because you were failing. It was because you were reaching the point where the wheel shifts into motion. And now that it has shifted, nothing can stop what is coming toward you. Michael steps forward, and the light around him flares like a sunrise bursting through storm clouds. You are about to walk into answers, he says with unwavering certainty. Answers to prayers you forgot you prayed. Answers to long-standing confusion. Answers to dreams you buried because waiting became too painful. But now, timing has aligned. This alignment is not accidental. It is divine choreography. Your life is entering a season where synchronicities will increase, signs will intensify, and opportunities will appear that feel almost too perfect to be random. But he also gives a gentle warning. Do not ignore what your intuition whispers in this season. Your intuition is being amplified. Your inner knowing is being guided. Messages, insights, nudges, these aren't coincidences. They're instructions. And the more you listen, the faster everything aligns. Your destiny requires participation, not passiveness. And Michael is urging you to remain awake, aware, and anchored. A subtle shift occurs around you, like a curtain lifting, revealing something that has been hidden. There is a future version of you, stronger, wiser, bolder, calling you forward. And the path to that version of yourself requires one thing: courage. Courage to release what hurts. Courage to accept what's coming. Courage to trust what you feel deep inside. Courage to believe that what Michael is showing you is real. Because the truth is, you are being prepared for blessings that your past self would not have been ready to hold. Then Michael reveals something that sends a ripple through your entire being. Someone is being positioned to enter your life, someone whose presence will change the course of your story. This doesn't necessarily mean romance. It means alignment. It means support. It means partnership. It means someone whose destiny is intertwined with yours in a way that magnifies both of your purposes. The universe is aligning people, opportunities, and timing around you like pieces of a puzzle shifting into place. And with that alignment comes a challenge, not from the universe, but from fear. Fear will try to whisper that you are not ready. Fear will try to convince you to retreat. Fear will tell you that you don't deserve what's coming. But Michael's voice cuts through that fear with authority. You are worthy. You are chosen. You are seen. And you are stronger than anything that tries to stop you. These words are not meant to comfort you. They are meant to awaken you. Because the moment you accept your worth, your entire destiny shifts again. The atmosphere thickens with anticipation, as if the next revelation is too powerful to rush. Michael slows his tempo, choosing each word with intention. You must release guilt, release shame, release the belief that you have missed your moment. You have not missed anything. Your timeline is right on schedule. This truth may shock you. For so long you believed you were behind, delayed, or lost. But you were simply being aligned with divine timing. Now that the timing is right, nothing, absolutely nothing, can stop the breakthrough that is about to unfold. Before the next surge of revelation reaches you, take a breath. Let it settle. Let your spirit expand. And if this message resonates with you, share it so it reaches those who need it. Comment to anchor your intention in the universe. Subscribe so you stay aligned with every unfolding chapter meant for you. Something unimaginable is coming. Something your spirit has waited for. Something your destiny has been preparing for. Don't skip. Something bigger is already moving toward you. My beloved child, the air around you feels heavier now, not with fear, but with significance, like the moment right before the sky breaks open with light. You are standing inside a divine turning point that has been building quietly behind every hardship you faced, behind every unanswered question, behind every night you lay awake wondering why things were happening the way they were. And now, Archangel Michael stands with a presence so powerful, so unwavering, that even the shadows that once clung to your spirit begin to loosen their grip. There is something unfolding around your destiny that is bigger than anything you have walked through so far. You may not see it fully, but you can feel it. A subtle electricity humming inside your chest, a pull from your future stronger than the weight of your past. This isn't your imagination. This is alignment. This is activation. This is the moment the universe has been shaping you for, even when you didn't understand the purpose behind the storms you survived. Michael's voice rises like a wave of light that washes over every corner of your being. You are entering a season where what once felt impossible will begin to move toward you with ease. But you must stay awake. You must stay steady. You must stay open. His message is not meant to comfort you. It is meant to prepare you. Because what is approaching is not small. It is not ordinary. It is not something that slips quietly into the background. It is something you will feel in your bones. Something that will alter the landscape of your entire life. My beloved child, there is a silence settling around your spirit now, but it is not the silence of emptiness. It is the silence before revelation. It is the stillness that falls moments before truth steps forward and changes everything. You may feel it deep inside your chest, like the slow rising of something ancient and powerful. That feeling is not random. It is your destiny preparing to speak. Archangel Michael stands beside you, not as a distant guardian, but as a fierce protector whose presence fills the room around you. His light is stronger, his stance is firmer, and his eyes hold a clarity that tells you something extraordinary is about to shift. You may not understand the full gravity of this moment yet, but Michael sees it. He sees the threads of your future weaving together. He sees the shadows that once surrounded you losing their power. He sees the rise of your true identity breaking through the surface. You are not the person you were months ago. You are not even the same person you were yesterday. Something inside you has awakened, and that awakening is creating a ripple across the unseen realm. A deep warmth begins to wrap around your shoulders. The kind of warmth that brings both comfort and confirmation. This is Michael's way of showing you that the path ahead is not just clearing, it is being illuminated. And with that illumination comes a truth you may have sensed for a long time but never dared to fully believe. You were born for a purpose much larger than anything the world tried to convince you of. You were designed to rise. Michael's voice moves through you like a current, steady and powerful. You have felt the shifting. You have felt the pressure. You have felt the calling. Now, you must feel the truth. Your destiny is waiting for you to step fully into your identity. These words hit your soul with a force that feels both shocking and familiar. It is as if part of you has been waiting your entire life to hear them, waiting to be told that the fire inside you was never a mistake. Never an accident, never too much. That fire was your signal, your compass, your calling. Your spirit is being drawn toward a version of your life that once felt impossible. And yet, here it is, approaching, unfolding, forming around you. But with this rise comes a warning, not of danger, but of distraction. The enemy cannot stop your destiny, but he will attempt to delay it. He will whisper doubts, stir old wounds, and push emotional shadows forward to weaken your focus. But Michael's presence slices through those whispers like lightning. Do not let your heart be swayed by temporary emotions, he says. You are walking into something eternal. You may begin to notice that certain situations around you are rearranging themselves. Conversations that once drained you now feel distant. Environments that once felt comfortable now feel small. People who once held influence over your decisions no longer hold the same weight. This is because your soul is outgrowing what no longer matches your destiny. And this growth, this stretching, may make you feel isolated at times. But isolation is often the space where transformation becomes visible. Michael leans closer, his expression filled with a fierce kind of tenderness. You must understand the power of this moment, he says. The battle over your destiny shifted because the enemy realized you are stepping into alignment. And alignment makes you unstoppable. These words vibrate through your entire being, awakening something deep, something long sleeping, something that refuses to remain hidden any longer. You are not stepping into luck. You are stepping into alignment. You are stepping into divine timing. You are stepping into a calling that has been waiting for you. There is a memory rising within you now. Those moments when you almost gave up. When you thought nothing would ever change. When you felt like your prayers dissolved into empty air. But Michael wants you to see those moments differently. He wants you to understand that your strength was born in those dark hours. He wants you to realize that the very moments you thought broke you were the moments that built the version of you standing here now. You endured because you were meant to, he says. And now, you will receive because it is time. The energy around you begins to shift again, this time in a way that feels lighter, brighter, almost like something unlocking. It is a spiritual unsealing, a moment where destiny reveals its next step. If you pay attention, you will notice subtle signs, a sudden sense of clarity, a new opportunity appearing out of nowhere, a conversation that opens a door, a thought that feels like guidance rather than doubt. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations that you are being guided, protected, and aligned. Michael raises his sword, not for battle this time, but as a symbol. A signal. A declaration. The path ahead is yours, he says. But you must walk it with courage. You must walk it with trust. And you must walk it knowing you were chosen. You feel something shift inside you, a feeling of empowerment rising from a place you hadn't accessed before. It is not arrogance. It is not pride. It is truth. You are stepping into the identity you were always meant to carry. You may notice that the world is responding to you differently now. Doors that once remained shut may begin to open. Paths that once felt blocked may start clearing. Opportunities that once slipped away may return in new form. This is what happens when destiny shifts in your favor. The universe adjusts itself to make room for your rise. Before the next wave of revelation unfolds, Michael invites you to take part in this moment. If these words resonate with your spirit, share this message with someone who needs hope. Leave a comment to declare your readiness for your rise. Subscribe so you do not miss the guidance meant to carry you through the final stages of your awakening. These actions send a signal into the universe that you are not a passive participant. You are an active force in your own destiny. Something unimaginable is approaching you, something written in the blueprint of your soul. Stay till the end. Something incredible is coming. My beloved child, something within you is shifting in ways you may not have words for yet, but your soul feels it with unmistakable clarity. There is a trembling in the spiritual atmosphere around you, not of fear, but of anticipation, as though the universe is holding its breath, waiting for you to step into the chapter that has been calling your name for years. You are not standing in an ordinary moment. You are standing at the edge of a divine unveiling that will pull you into a level of purpose, understanding, and alignment you have never known before. And Archangel Michael's presence grows even stronger, like a shield of light around your very essence. The battle around your destiny has not just shifted, it has exposed the truth. The forces that once tried to break you never understood the magnitude of what you carry. They never understood that your resilience is not human alone. It is spiritual. It is inherited. It is ancient. It is divine. Michael sees this truth burning inside you, and the power he brings now is not the power of rescue, but the power of activation. He is here to awaken the parts of you that have been sleeping under layers of pain and doubt, the parts of you that thought survival was your only purpose when, in truth, you were being prepared to rise. You may feel like your life is being rearranged without your permission. Plans shifting, people revealing their true intentions, unexpected emotions pulling you inward, opportunities appearing and disappearing like flickers of light. But nothing is happening randomly. These are signs of spiritual restructuring, your destiny making room for itself. Michael's voice flows through the atmosphere, steady and unshaken. When destiny awakens, everything misaligned begins to fall away. His words are not meant to soothe you, they are meant to strengthen you. Because what is falling apart is not your life. What is falling apart are the structures that were never meant to hold your future. The universe is preparing you for a rise unlike anything you've experienced. It is not a rise built on loud noise or sudden fame. It is a rise built on depth, truth, clarity, and power. A rise built on the version of you that has been forged in silence, sculpted by adversity, and refined through every moment where you chose hope over surrender. Michael steps closer, and his light presses against your spirit with warmth that feels like recognition. You are no longer who you were, he says. You have outgrown the pain that shaped you. Now you must outgrow the fear that tries to hold you. These words land with a weight that unlocks something deep within you. Fear has been the chain that kept you from stepping into the fullness of your destiny. Fear of failing, fear of succeeding, fear of being seen, fear of being misunderstood, fear of repeating past hurts, fear of stepping into a life that demands more of you. But the shift that Michael has initiated around you is designed to break these chains once and for all. You were not created to live cautiously. You were created to live courageously. You may begin to notice that your mind is no longer accepting the lies it once believed. Thoughts that once controlled you are losing their grip. Patterns that once repeated are unraveling. Heavy emotional cycles that once felt permanent are cracking open. This is because the truth is replacing the illusion. Michael stands like a guardian at the threshold of your consciousness, ensuring that no shadow from your past can claim authority over your future. The truth will guide you now, he says gently. Your inner knowing will lead, and I will walk beside you. The power within you is expanding. At first, it may feel like restlessness, like waiting for something without knowing what it is. Then it may feel like intuition, pulling you towards certain choices and away from others. Eventually, it will feel like clarity, sharp, undeniable, and impossible to silence. This clarity is your gift. It is your compass. It is the light that darkness hoped you would never discover. You are entering a season where you will attract what is meant for you without chasing it. You will see opportunities align without forcing them. You will feel guided in ways you cannot logically explain. Everything around you will begin to synchronize, because destiny is no longer distant. It is active, breathing, moving, surrounding you. Michael lifts his sword, not to fight, but to signal that the battlefield is clearing. You have won battles you didn't even know you were fighting, he declares. You have triumphed in unseen wars. Now you will step into the rewards that were always meant for you. His voice carries a kind of divine authority that breaks through every layer of doubt. You may feel emotions rising now, chills, warmth, pressure in your chest, a sudden sense of recognition. These sensations are not accidental. They are your spirit responding to truth. There is something monumental approaching your life. Not a small upgrade, not a subtle blessing. Something life-altering, something destiny-shifting, something that will make sense of the pain, the waiting, the confusion, the battles, and the nights when you felt completely alone. Michael knows what it is, though he reveals it in pieces. Your life is about to expand, he says. Your influence, your light, your purpose, it will all stretch far beyond what you can currently imagine. But with expansion comes responsibility. Not heavy responsibility, purposeful responsibility. The responsibility of someone who chooses to rise instead of hide. The responsibility of someone who knows they were meant for more. The responsibility of someone who refuses to return to the smallness that once kept them safe. And Michael assures you that you will not step into this alone. He will guide you, protect you, strengthen you. Now the atmosphere softens, as if gently holding you, preparing you for the final revelations ahead. Before the next wave of truth unfolds, you are invited to become part of the mission. Share these words to reach someone who is drowning in the very battle you have survived. Comment to declare your alignment with this rising season. Subscribe so every message meant for your spirit finds its way to you at the right moment. These simple actions send a signal into the universe that you are awake, aware, and ready for what comes next. Your destiny is calling louder than ever. Stay with me. Something massive is about to unfold. My beloved child, the moment you have been moving toward, sometimes stumbling, sometimes crawling, sometimes running without even realizing it, has finally arrived. The air around you is no longer tense with battle but alive with revelation. A quiet power surrounds you, a sense that something ancient and divine has opened just for you. This is the moment destiny stops whispering and begins speaking with unmistakable clarity. And Archangel Michael stands before you not as a distant guardian, but as a witness to the rise you were always meant to experience. You may feel a deep warmth in your spirit now, a sensation like the opening of a door inside your chest. This is the feeling of stepping into alignment. Alignment with your purpose. Alignment with your truth. Alignment with the life that has been waiting on the other side of your courage. Everything you have walked through, every tear, every moment of confusion, every disappointment, has led you to this point. Nothing was wasted. Not even the moments that felt like breaking. Michael sees all of it, and he sees what it has created inside you. Strength that cannot be shaken, clarity that cannot be stolen, and purpose that can no longer be ignored. His voice rises with a kind of divine finality, like thunder wrapped in light. You have crossed the threshold. The battle is no longer about whether you will reach your destiny. The battle is now about embracing the truth that destiny is ready for you. These words do not simply land. They anchor. They root themselves deep into your spirit, awakening something that was waiting to be claimed. This is not the beginning of your rise. This is the moment your rise becomes undeniable. Around you, the unseen world rearranges itself. The shadows that once clung to your path dissolve like mist touched by morning light. The weight that once sat on your chest lifts. The confusion that once clouded your choices clears. You are not stepping into a new chapter. You are stepping into a new dimension of your life. One where you are no longer led by fear, but by purpose. One where you no longer shrink to fit the expectations of others. One where your spirit walks with confidence because it knows who stands beside it. Michael's presence burns brighter now, filling the space around you with a radiance that feels like truth itself. You are chosen, he says. You are protected. You are guided. And you are ready. These words are the final seal on everything you have endured. Every challenge was preparation. Every setback was redirection. Every delay was divine timing. You did not fail. You did not fall behind. You were being positioned for something greater than you could imagine. You will soon notice that life begins responding differently to you. New opportunities will appear, some quietly, some boldly. Intuition will become stronger, more precise, almost like a voice inside your spirit guiding you before you even ask. People who resonate with your new path will be drawn to you, while those who were misaligned will naturally fade away. Even your environment will feel different, as though cleared of invisible resistance. This is what happens when destiny opens. The universe adjusts to match the power rising inside you. Michael steps closer, lowering his voice with a gentleness that carries enormous strength. The greatest shift is not what is happening around you, he says. It is what has awakened within you. This is the truth at the core of everything. You are no longer the version of yourself who doubted, who hesitated, who believed you were unworthy of the greatness written in your spirit. You are becoming the version of yourself that destiny recognizes, the version of yourself that fear can no longer control, the version of yourself that will walk into blessings, connections, and opportunities with confidence instead of disbelief. Take a moment and breathe in deeply. Feel how the air touches your soul differently now. You are not just hearing a message, you are stepping into a calling. You are not just receiving guidance, you are being activated. Activated into purpose. Activated into spiritual authority. Activated into a life that reflects the truth of who you really are. And now, as Michael's message reaches its final note, he speaks a promise, one meant only for you. Your destiny is no longer a distant dream. It is now your path. Walk it boldly. Walk it faithfully. Walk it knowing that I go before you, clearing every shadow that dares to stand in your way. These words seal your journey like a divine signature. The battle that once surrounded your life has been rewritten. What once resisted you will now release you. What once delayed you will now accelerate you. What once hurt you will now empower you. This is the moment everything changes. Not because you forced it, but because you finally became aligned with the truth that was always yours. You are stepping into a life where you are guided, protected, and supported. A life where you are no longer surviving, you are rising. A life where your destiny is no longer hidden, it is unfolding. There is nothing more for you to prove, nothing more for you to fear, nothing more for you to doubt. Your spirit is ready. Your path is ready. Your destiny is ready.